Let's also reframe dating here for a second, because I have another client who's getting back on the dating scene, and we had a really good hour-long conversation about what it means. This woman was married for a couple decades, and she's in her 40s and 50s now, 40s or 50s, I'm not quite sure, but she's getting back onto the apps. She signed up for Bumble, and we talked about Hinge, and we talked about the purpose of dating, because it's very intimidating. After a divorce, how can it be not? You were married to someone, you shared a whole life, you have all of these memories, and now you have to start over at the very beginning. That's exhausting, and I empathize with you. I don't know what it's like to be married for decades, but I can tell you, after having been in 2 long-term relationships, putting yourself back out there is very difficult. At one point, it took 6 months straight celibacy of just to myself, just to focus on my business, focus on who I wanted to be, focus on getting to know myself again, and it was glorious, right? And then pretty much the first person that I met, I was like, this is exactly what I've wanted. This is what I want. I took the time to do that. But one of the things that I did during those 6 months that I told this client was I created a dating book. And I created a dating book of all my experiences, all the people that I'd met, right, that I'd been with, that I could remember. That sounds awful, wow. But I basically wrote out memories of like the times that I had with these people and the qualities that I wanted and the qualities that I didn't want as well, the things that I didn't like, how I wanted to be treated, the experiences that I wanted to have, the attributes of the person that I wanted to be with. And then the universe brought me that very specific person. It was great. So if you're back on the dating market, my recommendation is to create something called a dating book, where you kind of journal all of the experiences of the people that you've dated or have met, and you write out the things that you like, and you circle those things. And then you cross out the things that you don't like, and over time what you have is the type of person that you want to be with. You're able to identify your red flags and your green flags from this kind of thing. I think that's a very healthy way to approach dating. Now, something cannot exist in your physical reality until you write it down. I asked my client, I said, what do you want? She told me the attributes. She told me the kind of person that she wanted to meet. And I said, okay, where does that exist? And she goes, in my head. I said, okay, how come you haven't written it down? And she goes, I see your point. So she's doing that. Obviously, it's very intense having conversations with people, but I want to reframe the way you think about dating, because dating doesn't have to be this intimidating thing where you're searching for the most perfect person right away. Dating should just be an experiential learning experience. It should be learning from the physical world about the kind of people that you want to be with, okay? So it's a mirror. Dating is just a mirror. You get to know yourself via other people. You get to know other people. You're just asking questions. You're just learning how to listen. You're understanding different frames of mind, different references for what people are doing and how people are acting, the way that they've lived their lives. Over time, this expands the whole mosaic of your life, of all the people that you meet. And you start to learn, because you're never too old to learn. You only get old when you stop learning and you stop having fun, FYI. But dating should be experiential. Stop applying pressure to it. Your job is just to go out there. It's to have conversations. It's to meet people. It's to learn how to text. It's to learn how to open up. And opening up doesn't necessarily mean that you tell everybody that you're divorced and you're sad and you're depressed and you're going through this. It just means, yeah, I'm at a new point, new chapter in my life, and I'm getting to know myself at this age, and it feels great. It's a little intimidating, but I'd like to know about you. What are your goals? What are your aspirations? What have you been through? What have you learned? Who are you today? Right? What brought you here? Have a little bit of fun with that. Go out, have some experiences. Go hit some golf balls. Go for a hike. Go for a coffee. Go grab dinner at some new place that you've never been. It should be fun. It doesn't have to be this intense experience where you're worried and everything's giving you anxiety and you're swiping for hours and all you're seeing is guys holding up fish and guys shirtless at the gym and yada, yada, yada. Same for you dudes. Your job is just to learn how to talk and engage and listen to different kinds of women who have had different kinds of experiences. That's it. Have a little bit of fun with this, okay? That's all you got to do. I promise. When you stop applying pressure and you start having some fun, you reframe how you see dating. Dating should be fun. It should be exciting. It should be a little thrilling. That's it. That's it. Learn yourself. Learn about other people. Have a little bit of fun. It shouldn't be so much pressure, okay? If you want to reframe the way you think and you want to get in touch, we can book a call. I'm happy to help. I love helping people with this kind of stuff. Check the link in the bio and let's get you on the right path. See you in the next one.